Sometimes you have to check to make sure city leaders are telling the whole story, but checking the facts doesn't always come cheap. Some Queens neighbors are looking for answers about a closed road. They called in Greg Muck.
The sight of me sitting next to a old wet mattress in the middle of 149th Street between Roosevelt Avenue and 41st Avenue should be a sign that something's wrong. This spells it out. These mechanisms put here by the DOT that say danger, do not touch, and final confirmation that something is wrong on this overpass is the crack in the road. And the worst part is this is a new build. Well, it was originally supposed to be. Peter, when was the last time that you drove over this?
Probably over 3 years ago.
The DOT told me when I first asked weeks ago that, quote, the 149th Street Bridge will remain closed until it is deemed safe to reopen to vehicular traffic. The designer has been advised of the presence of the defects and that the city is considering legal action. But Peter Condiles wants to know for sure and filed a Freedom of Information Law request with the NYC DOT. And he called to tell me he had just heard back, but it wasn't the details we were hoping for.
The commissioner said that there's a problem with the concrete.
And but you want to know specifics. So you have asked for, you got your Freedom of Information request, right, and you heard back something. What did you hear?
Yes, that it's 2,600 pages, and that's what it cost me, $654. I can either pick it up or have arranged for them to deliver it to my house.
Which probably would be an extra cost, right?
Of course.
What do you think is in the documents there? Why did you ask for that?
To find out what they're saying is really wrong with it, if anything, because I was skeptical if it was really...
It's always about checking the details, and that's what the documents will help with. Perhaps we can get a look at the inspection notices, how many times people were out there, because if the city's paying a contractor to do a job, what's the checks on it, especially when something is obviously wrong there. That's why the road is closed.
A lot of details to keep checking on.
And, we can ask about the Freedom of Information thing, and the state and the city is allowed to charge. That's in the law. Sometimes it's 25 cents a page, but this is like 25, that's 5 reams of paper. Right. Are you getting buried underneath all that paper? State Senator Avella is involved in this too, has also made a request, so I think we're going to be able to see this eventually. That's what we're looking for. Okay. And I'm always watching the roads and the subways, always look for any mention of anything like that out there.
This one's getting a lot of mention.
Well, that's because the mayor,